for the office. Yeah, 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 come on. Let's go back. What is today? Today's Industrial Wednesday, right? Is today Industrial Wednesday? If Adam Hansen is in here, it's probably Industrial Wednesday.
Can say I think so. I think that's what we're going to talk about today.
If we go to meetcatherinebell.com or landsharkmastermind.com, we've got a schedule right on there. Shows exactly what we do today and yesterday and tomorrow and all that, and that's going to make me go crazy over there. Our daily podcasts run Monday through Friday, and we talk about all different kinds of real estate investment tools. My name's Tommy D. I'm the co-founder of the Landshark Mastermind, and I appreciate everybody coming in today. My co-founders are Roman Rubio and Dr. Ning Yang Chan. Catherine should be working on our intro as we speak. And what the three of us decided to do and come up with was we designed and created a mastermind. And mastermind is an old term created. It used to actually be called a brain trust. And that brain trust was just a bunch of professionals that were excellent or experts in something that they did in life that created greatness within the world. They got together and they solved world problems. And so this was started by Andrew Carnegie back in the early 1900s when he was able to pull some major players to the table like Rockefeller and the guy that started the oil company. What's that guy's name? That was Rockefeller, wasn't it? Carnegie was Steele, and then who was the other guy?
Pretty sure, yeah. Rockefeller was the Standard Oil guy.
Yeah, he was Standard Oil, and then you had who was the guy we heard about last night? He did the tugboats and then became the railroad guy. Crap. His name wasn't Crap though. Anyway, Vanderbilt, right? Alec Vanderbilt. All these guys got together and they would talk about how to basically fix the world, if you will. They didn't agree on everything, but they did come together to do things. And that's what the Landshark Mastermind was actually about. It was based on real estate. And so what we did was we were able to come up with the three of us. Like my profession has been construction and development. I have a science degree. And so I've got a lot of experience that I can give in that direction, but that's about it. My co-founder, Dr. Ning Yang Chan, he comes with a PhD in sustainable agriculture. Literally 2 years after getting his degree, decides to become a commercial real estate broker and a private money broker. So so now he's traveling the world, literally the world, meeting dignitaries all over the place. And so you can only imagine what he can contribute to this group. And then my third leg, what I call my rock, is Roman Rubio. He is our economic development council liaison, and what that means is he's able to go into any city meeting, any county meeting, any state meeting, and get things done. And so he's very proficient at that. He's very skilled at public relations, is what it's called. So with his knowledge in that, he's also been a sports and entertainment manager for over 2 decades. He knows about contracts. So he brings a lot of value to the mastermind. The three of us then decided that it was best to start showcasing the things that we do. And we started the deal room here, and we were able to be adopted by an amazing sponsor, and that amazing sponsor is Titan Impact Group. And that is headed by this lovely young lady, Catherine Bell, who has for how young she has an amazing amount of talent. And well, she is older than me. Like, we got to get that straight. She's way older than me, but way younger in mind and heart and spirit and all that stuff.
Older literally by 1 day.
Literally less than 24 hours. She was born at night, I was born the next morning. So
No, I was born at 3:45 AM.
Oh, okay, so we actually more than 24 hours apart. You way older, see, told you.
Way up.
Anyway, so the group is really about doing real estate investment that's impactful and wonderful. And we do this by using a AI tool called Deal Hunter by Landshark. And Catherine's probably going to step on my foot later for calling it a tool when it's really become our assistant. It's literally how we run every single real estate deal. It's a team member. It's more than a team member. It's like 10 team members doing all the legwork and all the little non-important things, but they're important to get to the end result, right? And we're able to get it done so fast. So I don't know about you. When I was in high school, there were certain groups like nerds and jocks and geeks and dweebs and stoners and all those things. I fit in every single one of those groups, but I never followed any one of those groups. Like I didn't go hardcore into anything. And I remember being in my nerd group, and the nerd group would have this calculator. Like there was just the standard 12 button calculator, 15 button calculator, and then there was the nerd calculator. Remember that thing? The Texas Instrument nerd calculator had 72,000 buttons on it and
Yeah, they were super fun.
could do all kinds of weird stuff. I never got into that, right?
Well, but you know that nerds rule the world, right?
Totally, because then what happened was back in 2021, this thing called ChatGPT came out. And I was already a science nerd by then. I had gotten my degree
Oh, you
in
you
nursing.
nerd to nerd.
Yeah, I went over to Nerdville as a nurse,
Is it
learning
fun?
how to wipe ass, deliver babies, and bring people back to life. That was that was adrenaline for me. So hell yeah, I'm all in, right? So then anyway, fast forward past COVID, I was back in real estate. I was back in doing doing house building because I wouldn't take a jab and I wouldn't wear a mask. So away went the babies and in came the building houses, and I went into community building. And we built over 36 houses, custom homes, beautiful luxury estates, horse property. Had a lot of fun doing it 2020 to 2023. And in that 3-year time period, almost averaging a house a month, I had to come up with a system that worked. Like it was so hard to just reinvent the wheel every single job. And so I downloaded ChatGPT in 2020. I want to say it was 2023. And it's been nothing but amazing since. I've been on ChatGPT 163 days after it started. So
I have not. I resisted.
no, I was 100% all in because when I was a nurse, they would we had robots deliver our medications to us and hand us our medications as nurses.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, so what do we got here? It's 9:10.
Fix the light, bro.
And our we got to fix the light. Oh, there you go. It looks perfect now. Perfect. So this is why we need a professional studio. So I'm tripping over this thing. There we go. All right. There we go. Get the studio resituated. Okay. Ready? So it's 9:10. We're gonna go ahead and get into our intro now. That was professionally written by our amateur writer. And
So good morning, deal hunters, and welcome to Land Wednesday. Here in the deal room, I'm Catherine Bell, CEO of Titan Impact Group.
cut. It's actually commercial industrial Wednesday, isn't it?
No.
I was gonna say I thought it was Industrial Wednesday.
If you go back and look at the website, I'm pretty sure it says industrial Wednesday. I could be totally wrong.
Wednesday.
Land. Yep. Guess what, Adam?
But I
Uh-oh.
still, Adam, here's the thing. We're going to talk about infill land
Yeah.
and what we do with
Gotcha.
that, which leads into industrial. So this absolutely applies.
Bro.
You're perfect.
My show, she runs it. That's how it works.
Anyway, shall we start this
Take
again?
two. Take two. Where's the clip? Here. Ready? Take two.
Oh my word. Okay. So good morning, deal hunters, and welcome to Land Wednesday. Here in the deal room, I'm Catherine Bell, CEO of Titan Impact Group.
And I'm Tommy D. And today we are talking dirt, raw land, subdivisions, development plays. This is where vision turns into value.
Exactly. And whether you're flipping parcels, locking up entitlements, or stacking long-term appreciation, land is a powerful tool in the investor's arsenal. And today, we're going to show you how to hunt for it in a very smart way.
We'll break down zoning, access, comps, and creative exit strategies you'll actually use. None of that textbook fluff.
And since it's November, we've got two big things that are on our hearts and calendars. So November is actually National Adoption Awareness Month. And with our nonprofit, Bell Community Foundation, if you can go to chosenforever.org, $555 donation. It's a 501c3, which means that it's a tax write-off for you, helps eliminate one trash bag day for a child in the foster care system. So let's bring dignity where it's been stolen.
And if you're an accredited investor, don't sleep on our oil and gas fund. It's close. It closes November 30th, and it offers a powerful 80% tax depreciation. So go to pumpsandpumps.com to get in before the deadline of November 30th.
So let's get into it. We're live every Wednesday at 9 a.m. sharp, right here in the Zoom room and on Deal Hunter YouTube channel.
And that Deal Hunter YouTube channel is TIG20B.
So let's learn, network, deal hunt.
Yeah, it's fun when she goes off script, and then I get to giggle and sit here and laugh as she's rah. So don't go off script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. So let's talk about land and infill and industrial and what's coming because, and I don't know that Adam knows this about your experience with industrial. So both of you are on the same page. So this is perfect inside of.
I've
You have the
probably
gift of finding
put
land.
together over 1 million square foot of industrial, condo industrial, flex space industrial, compound.
So what Adam, and again, this is where everybody meets. So Adam, you have done the small infill lots. So maybe we could talk about what those are. So when people see those, they could bring them to the table.
Yeah, today actually Adam was on last week, and I wanted to see if we could get him back on, and that's maybe why I invited him on Wednesday, was because we wanted him on the land show.
Yeah.
Which screws me up for tomorrow because I thought tomorrow was land, so I got that land girl that wants to come on the show tomorrow. So she's gonna be like, I don't do it yet now. So yeah, I totally F the pooch on that. We might have to flip the graphics.
Hey, Corby, welcome.
Probably be easier. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway,
Hey,
so
guys.
hey Corey, let's do this. Before we start spending off into deals and getting all squirrely. Corey coming in kind of reminded me we got to introduce the people that are in
Yes, Adam, Corey. Let's start with our A's.
All right, perfect. Adam, the
Yes.
Get to come on camera.
No, I'm working remote because we have that meeting right after this, Catherine.
Oh,
Remember where
that's
we're going to be going to look at that
right.
deal?
Okay.
So I'm working
love it.
remote right now.
Okay. Well, that's okay. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
that better?
So my name's Adam Hansen. I've had the wonderful pleasure of working with Catherine Bell for quite a while now. I don't know how many partnerships or how many deals we've worked on together. Been in commercial real estate for 20 plus years, done quite a bit from triple net leasing to developed homes. We're in the process of developing more homes, multifamily and industrial. I've always been passionate about industrial because I've always, at my heart, ever since I was a little kid, I've always been fascinated with entrepreneurship. And I love working with other entrepreneurs that are just trying to make it kind of in the world, right? They're trying to take their idea and grow it from garage space to kind of a real business.
Right.
And that's where early on in my career, I worked with a lot of what's called small bay industrial, which is these smaller 1,000 to 5,000 square foot industrial spaces. And they used to be quite prevalent and quite popular. And what we're seeing and what I've seen in the trend or a shift over the last 10 years is that they're just not building them anymore because they no longer make economic sense to build those small bay industrial spaces. So what I'm seeing is that these guys are kind of getting squeezed out of the market. It's hard to go from, 5,000 square feet in the garage to 10,000 square feet and needing 10 years of tax returns in order for landlords to agree to rent to you. So in working with Catherine and others, we're excited to be able to work on delivering that small bay industrial and then we're passionate about wanting it to be a condo setup. And the condo is, so again, this small bay industrial user, they can be their own landlord. Because the other thing that we're seeing is that, these mega landlords are coming in and rent just keeps going up and up and up, and they're sucking a lot of the air out of the room and just making it hard for business owners to operate. So we're trying to arm these guys, give them an opportunity to push back a little bit and say, no, I'm going to own my own place. I'm going to run my own business, and I'm going to kind of be the master of my own future. And I'm not going to let some MBA behind some spreadsheet dictate to me what my rent's going to be. That makes it to where I go out of business.
Right.
No, and that's great, Adam. So throw us the name of your company and how long you've been in business, and then we'll jump over to Corey and let him rip up.
Sure. So again, I've been in business for 20 plus years. The name of my brokerage is AK Commercial Properties, and the name of my development company is Southwest Devco.
Nice. All right. I appreciate you being in here today, Adam. Ning Young, if you're in here, blink twice. No? All right. Corey, Black Canyon Property Solutions, founding member of the Landshark Mastermind. He's been a member since day one. He's probably number one member. And we're pleased to have him in the room today. Tell us what's going on and how life for Corey is up there in Heber.
Absolutely, Tommy. Thank you for having me. Corey Slavinsky here, owner, CEO of Black Canyon Property Solutions. We're a small company. We just started out at the beginning of the year. Ran into some ups and downs, but we're smoothing out. We transitioned into doing land acquisitions and working towards doing some affordable housing and stuff like that. Right now, we're just building partnerships with developers and things like that, so we can work with their acquisition departments and do some wholesale deals like that and build up the capital to do our end game goals. So that's kind of where we're at.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Corey. And so appreciate you being in here. And so today, it was a reminder, today is Land Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about all things land. We got cameras going everywhere. So Catherine's got our Facebook going, so you can go check us out over there. She got TikTok going on Catherine Bell TikTok. We're going to be changing the name of her TikTok, by the way, if you haven't heard. We're going to be switching that over real soon to Chosen Forever, so you can get over there and we can continue to get that name out. And then I got my TikTok going. I noticed that one of my old dance partners just shut up, Lynn Tinney. She's a brilliant day trader. And you want to talk about wealth-wise women, you need to get Lynn Tinney to come out and talk about how to make money. So waving the Lynn. I think she dipped out.
We're doing a conference. Actually, we decided we're gonna do our conference.
Yeah.
An in-person conference in April with Wealth-Wise Women. So we're really excited.
Nice. Well, we might expand that out to just wealth-wise, and then let there be a women's section and a man section, and then like a family section.
100%.
Kids section.
100%.
We're
Yeah.
thinking about doing that.
What about a confused section?
That's your department, bro. Like we will have that whole section, and then we'll serve food in there.
No, Adam's a family section. He has 5 kids that like him and his beautiful wife.
You know what I
Erin
hear?
manage.
You
It's
know what I
nuts.
hear? You know what I hear? Adam has 5 tax deductions of $52,000 a year.
Wow.
That's what I hear. Adam has 5 social security numbers that he can write off.
Wow.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, I get why doing that is important. That's over
Okay, Adam, that
$250,000.
takes to a whole new level.
That's
Your family.
$250,000
Yeah.
a year written off. Boom. I just have 5 people I pay $52,000 a year to. I don't have to worry about that money anymore. I'm not
That's
joking.
true. No, I know it's true. I know it's true.
100%.
Adam, we should talk about that. Anyway,
100%.
as we squirrel off to land, let's talk about infill lots. So I
So-
know there's a lot.
I do want to talk about info lots. We've got a couple of land deals already in the pipe. So real quick, I need to do a double check in because now we're getting into we need to share the screen. And Corey, can you give us an update on a couple of the land deals we got cooking right now? I know we talked last night, and one of the land deals is a house. Let me break this down. We're buying a house to create land that's going into a land bank for 5 years. And so tell us what's going on with Kristen on that one, bro.
Yeah, so we're still kind of in the negotiation process.
Yep.
They are like, I know she didn't like the idea of having construction going on, kind of because she's the neighbor to the house that we're buying from her, or the lot
Yeah,
basically that we're
the
buying
lots,
from her.
basically, there's two houses back to
So
back. And they own both of them. They live in one and rent the other.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one that we're looking at though, it's an older house. It's in Scottsdale. It's a 1972, I believe, if I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
late model. Yeah.
what we plan on doing though with it is just tearing it down. It's a nice house too, but we plan on doing a scrape there. Is that right, Tommy? And
Yep.
then doing a buy and hold and kind of land banking it for a few years, and then
Right. We have a land fund that what we're doing is we're purchasing these properties and getting them under land bank. So we'll knock the house down. We'll go out there, we'll put a couple of trees and let them sit there and mature for a little while. And then we'll clean it up, make it look nice. We'll put some trees out there that'll help mature the property and it'll hold for 3 to 5 years. The reason why we're doing that is because right now that dirt has so much value on it already that if we basically lock it up until the next election cycle, it probably would quadruple in value. Historically speaking, it'll quadruple in value within 3 to 5 years. That's basically called land banking. You're taking money, buying property, and then basically using that property like you would a CD account. Have you ever
yeah,
heard of that?
and we're gonna take this down. We're not lowballing them or nothing on it. I mean, they're gonna get market value for it, but we're trying to
Right.
get it under financing. So, um,
Right.
the
And that's
seller could, the seller's actually gonna make out good on this. So she's gonna
yeah,
end
that,
up making about 100,000+ more than she would if she were to sell it right now.
right. She's 100. We're offering her 100K over comp. And
Yeah.
we're doing that ready to, you want to hear why we're doing that? You want to hear our deal?
Yeah, I wanna know why.
We're going subject to on a 4.5%, $800,000 loan. That's about what did we figure? 5 or 6K. She told us it was 4,700 a month, right? Something like that.
Yeah, she's getting rent 5K a month.
Right. She's getting 5K a month in the house. So, but she's DSCR like barely breaking even. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I estimated she's at 4,700 a month on the first mortgage.
Mhm.
We told her we would give her, she's right now making $300 a month off the property. We
Okay.
told her we'll give her $3,000 a month on the property,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? So now just to be fair, let's just add all that up and say it's $8,000 a month for us. Times 36. When we come out with on that, Corey, it was just under like 300,000,
I think so. Yeah.
right? So just say our holding cost for 3 years, 300,000. We literally buy the property for 300,000. We're not giving her no money down. We're taking over the mortgage and starting another one. And so we use $300,000 for that 3 years to cover the holding costs. And then we turn around and sell that piece of dirt that we didn't spend any money on for $3 million. And then we pay her off 1.5 and we keep 1.5. That's $500,000 a year ROI. That's how you make money in the
How do you
land.
get in rooms with people smarter than you? I would say this part's not my genius. Okay.
So Corey and I came up with that deal and figured out how to do that deal using this thing right here, that deal 100 by Landshark right there. So, so what do we got? We got 3 minutes left. Hurry up and tell us what else is going on with the land deals. We got Prescott. We got that property in Prescott, right?
Yeah, I got a property in Prescott right now. It's
Yep.
it's zoned multifamily, commercial neighborhood, manufactured home, all that good stuff. Um, it's just under an acre. It's a little over half acre, but I think 0.68 acres. We got it locked up. Pretty good deal on it. Right now we're just trying to wholesale it. I think we got it wholesale price at 114K. So and then there's a place right up the street. It's 3 acres and they're wanting 600K for that place. So you do the math. we got a good deal on it and we're just trying to get rid of it fast. Is all. Put some money in the bank.
Right. No, yeah,
I
absolutely.
think we
So,
got like 2 weeks left in our inspection period, and then I'll probably either see if we can renegotiate or I'm gonna dump it because I don't want to lose money.
no, you're right. Yeah, you definitely don't want to eat off your EDM. So, um, it's hard, but sometimes you got to walk away from deals. So, all right, cool. And any other deals and or anything like that? Do you want to plug the fact that you're doing these lead services now? We're doing $200. What was it? 200, $250. You're doing that lead generation service.
Yeah, let me hone it in a little bit, Tommy, and
No, hell on that. I'm selling you, bro. You're on the street corner right now.
no,
Let's go.
we are doing the lead gen services. But I'm gonna come up with some package plans for people
Yeah.
to see what they want to do. So
And that's only a Land Shark Mastermind member discount. So we're only doing that within the group, and so being a part of the group's important. So get in and get involved. This is how
Yep.
we found. That's how we found that one deal over here in Scottsdale. So we're what we're gonna do now is I got a property that I want to kind of show or introduce to Adam. I pulled it up here.
Okay, so you want me to,
No, what I want to do is I want to screenshot this, send it to you, and then get you to put it up here.
okay,
So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to send it to you here. You should be able to then take that screenshot and plug it into Deal Hunter.
okay,
And then we're going to jump off into infill lots. No, I didn't want to stop it. Whatever. I got to restart my damn Facebook. Stupid. All right, there we go. All right.
okay, so. You texted it,
Yeah. So what I want to do here, Adam, I'm going to show you, because I know what you're looking for. Do you mind telling us about that deal you had on what road was it here in town? Indian School, Camelback? What was that one?
Which one where we
The
did the
industrial complex you guys did that was 27,000 per foot.
yeah, it was on Southern and Sossaman out in East Mesa.
Right. And so you had bought a lot that was already blueprinted, permitted, and ready to go, or needed just a little bit of engineering or something?
Correct. It was already platted for condos. We just had to dust off the 10, 12-year-old architectural plans, get them updated so we could pull permits and begin construction.
Right. And so then what you were able to enjoy was the fact that you were kind of finishing out the last leg of a 3-part series, right?
Correct.
Yeah, there was 2 other buildings there already. This was just the one they didn't finish. They made enough money to be like, nah, we're good. Right.
Yeah.
I love
Or I
it.
think it's more they timed the market such that they never pulled the trigger on that one from the last downturn.
2006. I tell you what, that was a way to filter search, was putting in property that transacted in 2006 and 7, because especially in the commercial industrial space, because you could literally pan out 12 years and go buy those properties for half what they sold back then. I did that 14 times. So
Right.
it was fun. So yeah, so when I was when I started looking for stuff for today, I found this thing. What I want Catherine to do, she's going to walk us through starting up Deal Hunter by Landshark. You got to go to the Explorer in your ChatGPT. You got to be using the $20 version, or it just doesn't freaking work. Go to Explorer, and when you go to Explorer, go search in GPTs, and you're going to type in Deal Hunter by Landshark. When you get the Deal Hunter by Landshark, you're going to see that this thing has a 4.8 star rating and over 600 conversations. It's smart as the dickens, and it's like one of those crazy Texas Instrument calculators that used to be, right? It's just that fast. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate how we literally just went and took a screenshot, and I'm going to tell Deal Hunter, I'm going to give Deal Hunter the prompt. And most people are like, oh, you got to do this long drawn out prompt. Ready for this? Found this property while driving down the road, run this deal. What Run This Deal does in Landshark is prompts it to come up with a set of rules of engagement that kind of starts picking my brain. Like it wants to know what I'm thinking. It's my assistant, right? So it's supposed to sit here and go, what do you want to do? What do you want to know? Right. So as it starts burning the script out, it's trained to pull its specific information from specific places.
Do you want it to play? Or you're just gonna read through it?
I'll read through it real quick. It basically pulls the property snapshot with the address. It says that it's likely C1, C2 commercial zoning, but that's pending confirmation. We can get that. It says the investor quick read is medical, daycare, salon, live work use, rezoned to multifamily development. Guess what? I got news for it. Basic property intel, due diligence report. It can do all these things for us. These are the next steps in what it will do. And then the strategy paths, do an owner use, do a flip, do a value add, do a cash flow. Funding options are traditional, creative, partnership, doing a DST, maybe hard or private money lending. And then what Deal Hunter by Landshark needs in order to build a full shark plan is the goal, the budget, the preferred funding, and what you would like to pull: comps, full pro formas, investment memos, loan packages. It'll go even deeper and do deal discovery reports on this, pro forma, etc. So let's jump over back to dictate. I'll explain to people some of this information. Like that plus button was where you loaded the file, right? And where the microphone was where I talked to it. That dictate allows me to give it a better prompt. So instead of being very generic like it was in the last one, I'm going to be very detailed with this one. Ready to go. All right, this was great information, Deal Hunter. What I need to know now is I do know already, based on information, that it is already zoned multifamily. It's being sold as multifamily. And what I would like to do is, I think their asking price is $1.1 million. Do an in-depth analysis of this property and provide me the following sections of information. I would like a comparative market analysis on this area, this property. I would like to know general demographics of what types of property are in this area and what my zoning options might be. I would like you to go to the City of Phoenix website and go through their zoning and planning department, find any kind of overlays that you can apply to this. Oh, my mama checked in. Find any layers that you can apply to this area that can help us understand what the future land uses might be. And then start breaking down the ideas of what we want to do there is basically rezoning this property from low income multifamily over to industrial condos based on the current condition, what looks like on the map as a commercial or industrial overlay appears in that area. So, and then we're not too concerned about budget yet, but we will be looking or considering 3 types of funding options, such as conventional. We would look at private equity as a possibility, and we would also consider anything creative and combination hybrid of all that. Go ahead and run this deal. So run this deal just means go do the work I just told you. And it's going to think for a minute because I couldn't shut up. And you could probably don't look at me like that.
I'm not looking like
Wow, that was under the truck. Y'all seen the bus that I just got run over by? That was a whole Greyhound that came out of your eyeballs right
anything. Oh
there.
my goodness. Remember that whole listening to, like, from a positive standpoint?
I listened to it. I positively got ran over. So here we go. We can go ahead and hit the play button on that so it gives you good detail.
Catherine, sharp find. Let's dig in. Here's your in-depth analysis for the property at 9,424 and 9th Ave, Phoenix AZ 85,021. I'll break this into 3 sections. A, comparative market analysis and demographics. B, zoning overlay analysis and future land use. And C, strategic options plus funding pathways. I'll remind you to delegate key tasks near the end. Yes, Queen, you've got the team. Also, make sure you pencil in rest time this week. Recharge is spelled capital. A. Comparative market analysis and demographics. Property snapshot. Address 9424 N, 9th Ave, Phoenix, AZ 85,021. Zillow 2, plus LoopNet, plus 2.
So
Parcel
we can
ID,
jump down to
100.
this.
Go ahead.
Demographics and area profile. Within a 1 mile radius.
Okay, so that's
Population approximate.
demographics.
Yeah, we can read it if you don't
Comparative
want to
market
listen to it.
insights.
Hit the stop button. I'll
The
go
property
through it.
last sold for
The
approximately.
population in
yeah.
the area makes it a class A property because it's within 3 miles. You have 2.6 people. So if the population growth of the 3 mile area is over 144,000, you got a class B property. The property last sold in 2023 for 900,000. So the seller asking 1.1 is kind of plausible because it is a 0.66. On the 0.66, we might be able to do what you were talking about, Adam, as far as like those 1,000 to 5,000 square foot condos on there for the industrial park. So if it thinks it's possible, it says current zoning and land use tools weren't available. So the city has a general plan 2025. What we would do is go click on that City of Phoenix button right there.
This.
Yep. And you're going to go to the general plan. And you'll scroll down and get the actual, keep going. There's a like downloadable general plan. You could probably do the general plan maps and the executive summary. Download both of those. Oh, what the hell happened there? 2025 base maps. Go ahead and click that one. And then download it. Where's the button? There it is. We got wires everywhere, so it's like looking through spaghetti, trying to see the design on your plate. Go to general plan executive summary right there. And download that. I'm going to show you a really cool trick. And then go back and go to this council adopted general plan, that one, yep, download that. And when we go back to your AI, I think you downloaded the project folder REI, the REI virtual executive board, didn't you?
Yeah, I believe
I think you what?
Okay.
You got it? All right, so go back to your GPT. And
So
if
you
you
want me to open up a new GPT or?
No, go to, well, I mean, what I'm gonna have you
You're talking
do is
about my project folders?
go to the project folder right
This
there,
one?
the REI virtual executive, yep. And this is a new addition to the Deal Hunter. So right here, what you'll do is go ahead and load in your files that we just downloaded. No, not there. Go to file. Click it right there and add files right there. What we're gonna do is expand your knowledge base right here. So when you click the add files, where did it go? I don't know. I had this problem with that earlier, like it doesn't download.
Cause yeah, there's too much stuff.
We need a external. Yeah, they didn't download.
Yeah.
You're on block. Not allowed to download. Download PDF, try it again. It's not activating. There it is. No, that ain't it. This is technical difficulties. Sorry about this, Adam.
No worries.
Hey, Adam, this is lately, this has been happening on this Apple. For some reason, it's like doesn't allow me to download stuff. And I don't know if it's, maybe I've reached capacity. I mean, I haven't reached capacity. So I don't know what the issue is. Maybe I just have to like restart it. Because when I restart it, then it seems to do the thing.
Yeah, or you can download or you can open it in preview or something like that.
Why don't you just go grab all those, just grab those, and paste them in there and say that you want to build some sort of table that contains these links for sorting out, and we'll return back to it after later. What I'll do is explain though to Adam is what I do is I take these files, I put them into that folder, and then I feed this information about that property to it, and then it'll spit back to me what the answers are.
Okay, so there's the PDFs.
Right.
So let's see if it'll do it.
I don't think it will. Go ahead. take a look at these PDFs and review these PDFs, and then, add them to your knowledge base as best you can. That'll, come back and tell us, I'm sorry, we can't review PDFs. That's what it's gonna do.
Okay, so let me
But
try.
what it does is it will capture all that information and allow us to then run what our conversation was in Deal Hunter through those files. And we won't even have to review the files. We'll just run the information we've gathered through that system. It'll contrast, compare against those files, and then come back with an instant answer, like the Texas Instrument calculator that my nerd friends used to carry. It provides us calculated answers immediately off of these three massive documents. Like if I'm looking at the word count on these, or I mean page count, like this one here. I don't see where the page count number is. Oh, right there, 282 pages of information. So I could be old school and hit the search button and start searching information that way, or I can just feed it to Deal Hunter and it'll just do it for me. So that one was 7 pages, and then this one here, is something else. This one here is just a map, and it'll read the map and then dictate back to me what it gets off of that. So not a lot of information there, but feeding this program this stuff allows it to think for you and get information rapidly. And what I can do is I can actually go back over here. I'm going to try to bring that conversation over. Last time I did that, I didn't. Yeah, it does. It's your computer. It's Apple is.
It's not Apple. No, it's not. It's the person who doesn't like Apple that Apple is rebelling against.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. All I know is that on my Android and my my Microsoft devices, I'm able to do this, but if you have an Apple, you're excluded. Kind of like from the Garden of Eden type of thing. Anyway, run this deal would normally get transferred into this folder, and if you want to use that feature, you obviously have to use a super
Hold on.
inferior
Give me a second.
super inferior product like
That
that.
I have loopholes. Have patience,
Yeah, what are you using?
Padawan.
Is that another? That's another Apple? You're going to. It's yeah. Anyway, so here we are trying to get this deal fired up. I'm going to jump back over
I
out of
did it.
this map.
Hold on, I'm gonna add it into this chat from this other computer.
That's great.
Done.
You got both. There's only 2 of them. We had 3.
What was the third one?
Third one is the 7-page one. You have the 7. You have this. Oh, you have. We need that one right there. We need you got the executive updated plan, and I think we need this one.
So, look.
You want me to show you on there which ones we need?
Yeah,
So you need that one, the adopted general plan, the executive summary and general plan.
executive.
20,
summary,
yeah.
that's done.
That's the one you missed. Okay. I thought you got that one in. No, okay. Run that one up in there. She's doing it from her other device that's
Which will allow for it to be transferred over to that.
going to create that.
So just give me a second.
The other thing I want you to try to do is run this property deal into that folder.
Okay, so 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you're gonna dictate here, they're all here, so now dictate here and then it'll show up there. So just, ready?
No, can't, so I want to do it from your folder. Can you cancel that right
Mhm.
there?
Yep.
And I want you to add it to the actual, like, get out of this chat and go back to that project folder. Well, we're skipping this step. You guys can't see it, and then add it there, right? And put those 3 in there. And then I'll show it over here once you got it done. Yeah, perfect. That's done. Or well, it'll be done. I think it's this computer.
Yeah, it needs to be shut off because it's being left on and too many windows are being left open.
I understand.
Feels like my brain some days. Anybody have a brain that feels like too many windows are left open? That's
Anybody
how I
carry
feel.
around a bag of ice to cause people to go into dive reflex?
Okay, okay, so now if we go back, okay, so now the 4 files are there.
See how that
So
works?
we-
It's so great.
See, there's a way to find, where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way, there's a will, and this woman's gonna do it.
Okay,
See if we can get it to
nothing
move from
stops
over
me.
there. Just hold up. Can I add one more thing? See if you can go back in this chat down here and get this chat right here. Run this deal and get it to transfer into the chat. Go over to your chats, scroll down, right below all your projects, go past your projects, don't stop there. That last chat right there. Click the three buttons and see if it won't let you send it into.
No,
Separate folders.
ChatGPT has stopped allowing us to do that.
I
for
can
some
do
reason.
that. No, it stopped you. I did it yesterday for mine. So maybe you need to update your ChatGPT. Maybe we put it in advisory flex.
Okay.
So anyway, what you're supposed to be able to do is supposed to be able to take these conversations from Deal Hunter and bring them into the project folder and then apply this information. So what I want to do, I can do it from here. We can just take the whole conversation I'm thinking and copy like that bit of information. I'm gonna go where there's a will, there's a way. I learned this from a very smart lady. I'm gonna go in there and start the new conversation with it. How do you do the drop down so I have more extend the conversation? Go to dictate. We pulled this information off another conversation and want you to review this information along with the new files that were added to your knowledge base and then present or get a presentation together for oh, my other dance partner showed up. Hi, Samantha. You review these details for and get the virtual board to weigh in on it. So what it'll do now is it'll review all the files. It'll prepare us with information about how to actually get a hold of the city and figure that stuff out and go from there.
While we're waiting for this, I just want to reiterate, like, why are we talking about this? Why is Adam here? Again, it's about the infill lots. So as people are out there, driving around, seeing different things, and you wonder, what are they going to do with this like random piece of dirt
Yeah.
In the middle of the city?
And it's
between
actually
buildings.
it's actually also about converting or repurposing property into that. Like I found a burn down. Adam might be able to find this easier than me. I'll send him a screenshot of it, but there was a burn down multifamily from 4 years ago that they got entitled to do 20 townhome units on. And they are so far behind the development that that's going to actually be obsolete. They've already built high rises right down the road from it. So this could be a good little infill lot because the residential moved 2 miles away. They never got it done in time.
Right.
So there's that opportunity. Apache Junction is full of these things. Casa Grande is full of these things.
So for anybody who sees them, reach out to us and let's do deals together. That's one of the things that I love always working with Adam is Adam, you and I have done like hundreds of deals with other people and other investors. So
Yep.
It's all about who that knows how. And that's what we are. We have the who's that know how to do the entitlement, to structure the deals, bring the money. Like we're your team of the who's that know how. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a brilliant book by Dan Sullivan called Who Not How. Read it, it'll change your life. Okay.
Right.
What's
And
it telling us?
so right here, it ran the deal and it showed us that the current zoning is C2. Like this is available on public record. And even though it says that it's apartments 5 to 24 units on site, it doesn't matter. The new zoning is going to be commercial. The plan and all that is in there, and it kind of went through and said it confirmed that it's a GP land use. It should be conforming. The zoning should be conforming to that. And then it tells us what it buys today. It tells us that we can do a flex showroom, office condo, service commercial. And that's kind of what like Adam's talking about. I know we called it industrial, but at the end of the day, like I think you weren't with me. Dang it. When we went to Florida, I went by my first industrial condo. It was the commercial building that we had our home building, our plumbing, our roofing. Like this guy, my rich dad, I call him my rich dad, Kevin Ryman. He had 7 companies in one building and each bay, right? And he had general partners in each one. I was his general partner for roofing. I paid him rent on that condo unit, and so did the other 6 people that we were there with. And he was the only primary partner in all of them.
That's brilliant.
Like, and then ready for this? He had 5 kids that made $52,000 a year.
Nice.
There you go.
That's
Right?
beautiful.
Rich Dad gave me that trick.
Love that.
So I actually, but that's why I quit working with him, because when I found that I was paying his kids, I got pissed.
Okay.
So
Anyway, we don't need a therapy
Right.
session. Let's go back to this.
I need diet therapy.
Okay. Anyway, so back to this.
If you're wondering what
We've
this
got
is,
7 minutes
this
left.
is our yank back to reality. It's called dive reflex. Look it up. Anyway, so the 3 executable plays is like the flex office condos on here. It's a split sale speed play. Keep going down. We've got the rezoning into I-1, which is a true industrial. That's an upside play, right? And this is what is important for Adam to see here is that getting the rezoning, it captures the micro industrial owner use demand, and then what we risk is the entitlements, because like there's potential conformance to the general public debate. So, but based on the way the area looks, it looks like general public isn't going to give a crap. Go look at the area. So our virtual board, this is the best part. This is the part that Captain and I are excited to share with you guys about, because what we did was we took 7 real estate gurus, we put them into a virtual executive board position, and we gave them the authority to tell us how they would handle stuff, right? So the way this works is like we have Grant Cardone, who is scales and sales. We've got Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, who does the cash flow and risk. Pace Morby is a creative finance guru. We got Cody Sanchez, who's into contrarian ops, or boring businesses make money, if you will. We've got Catherine Bell, the queen of impact and narrative notes. Steve Tran, who's into multifamily and execution and systems. And then you've got Gary Keller, the great Gary Keller, the author of the Millionaire Real Estate Millionaire or Billionaire Real Estate Agent. I think it was Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Gary Keller was my first boss in real estate.
Wow.
Yep. So he is on our executive board, and these guys literally give us their opinion. So like Grant Cardone says, condos, velocity, rezoning drags your bleed. Rezoning drags you bleed. Push the C2 and pre-sell for 30 to 40%. Stack deposits and churn and burn. 1031 into a larger industrial park, which I got, which I should talk to Adam about. 138 acres out in Linden. Seven lots already, and all we have to do is the rezone. Boom, done. Pace Morby. Oh no, I'd skip Robert. Sorry, Robert. This is Dr. Ning. I'm Chan's favorite guy. Oh, I see Roland showed up. Cash flow and risk. It says that the cash flow survives the rate shock. If renting below 8% yield, sell down condo beats holding. So if you rezone, lock non-recourse bridges and stress 200 to 300 BPS. You got Pace Morby saying doing a seller carry on a 70 to 80% at sub-bank rate with entitlement clocks. Tied in, what that means is like we don't pay nothing until it's rezoned. And then add performance-based earnout for seller, basically saying that once it's rezoned, we're going to give you a bonus for letting us rezone it. Cody Sanchez says that the micro bay creator economy tenants are very sticky. And if you don't know what that is, one of our mastermind members, Hoy Long, is very, very genius in that space. He's got several creator economies going. We actually talked to him yesterday about doing some of that. So Catherine Bell says the corridor is tie the corridor into the corridor revitalization and owner use empowerment. You got your team built with that. And Adam, you got Steve Tran saying that there's a start with a C2 schematic that can morph into an I1 and then let the county go through that. And then of course, market reality with Gary Keller says price discovery pull down. Pull down 3 miles of condo sellouts, showing what it is. And then the I1 shallow, the light industrial shallow bay lease comps before spending dollars on rezoning. So he wants you to do a little bit more due diligence into what we're doing before we go. So the go, no go metric shows green light for condo, shows green light for I-zone if, and then I-1 rezoning if, and then what I identified versus what still needs to be done. tells us where we need to start, capital stack ideas, recommendations. Board vote says option A is C2, option B files I1, and then option C multifamily value hold. It'll ask if we can get it. We won't do it here in the show, but it can actually go into a debate for 10 minutes and they go back and forth, and it's fun because like you're getting people's conflicting opinions that come up with the answer, which is exactly what Carnegie designed when he designed the brain trust.
Right.
Get people that don't agree but are experts in what they do and put them together to figure it out. And so that, like, I love when I can wrap back to the beginning of the show because then makes it all worth it. Adam, did you get some value today, bro?
I did. Yeah. No, this was insightful and helpful.
Awesome. I didn't put you on stage much, and I'm sorry if I didn't, but we are going to be getting with Adam because you guys are working on a fund for that and getting that started. And Adam, I think in the
Yeah, we're
beginning
actually
of-
going out this afternoon to see some stuff, so.
Oh,
Adam and I
nice,
are meeting
nice.
in an hour.
we call what we do here diving for dollars, and what you guys are going to be doing later is driving for dollars.
Right.
So
Yep.
the Landshark Mastermind, thanks everyone for coming in today. We got a minute left. We're going to go ahead and do the out script. But before we do, let's do a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank everyone for coming in today and giving us the opportunity to share with you and the world what it is that you've given us the power to be able to perform. It is through your Son, Jesus Christ, that we are grateful and thankful. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so that's a wrap on Land Wednesday. And if your wheels aren't turning about your next land play, you better hit replay.
So raw land is one of the most underutilized wealth builders in real estate, and we just showed you how to spot the opportunity before the competition does.
And if you want to keep running with the sharks, it actually should say swimming with the sharks and break down real deals every day.
Join us live every Wednesday, 9 a.m. sharp on Zoom inside of the Landshark Mastermind, and make sure you subscribe to the Deal Hunter YouTube channel for all the replays. And don't forget, it's National Adoption Awareness Month. So visit chosenforever.org, and for just $555, you literally change one child's life
And you
forever.
get rid of their black trash bag days forever. And for the accredited investors out there in the room, you've got until November 30th to get your 80% tax depreciated funds into the oil and gas fund. Details are over at pumpsandpumps.com. So let's learn, network, and deal hunt. Thanks for coming in. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Hurry up to run to the next meeting.
Later, guys.